market, if you are someone who has been following the market, you will know that it has been a ferocious bull market that we have experienced over the last 1 year. The indices have given almost close to 100% returns, and that has been the case with most of the equity markets globally as well. This basically reflects the global liquidity that has been playing and sloshing around. And the good thing is, after a gap of almost 4 to 5 years, we are seeing strong earnings growth recovery in India across the corporate sector and in index companies. Hey guys, this is Prarthana from ClearTax, and like every other bull market, this market will have its own volatility and there could be some pullbacks or short-term correction. And it's time we talk about where do we see the opportunities. But make sure that you watch till the end of the video to have all your queries answered. Let's begin. First comes the opportunities in the metal basket. The sharp increases in metal commodity prices across the board, be it copper or non-ferrous metals, is quite evident. Even if you compare it to the pre-COVID levels, the price is up to 20 to 30%, and that is partly due to the fact that we are seeing a strong resurgence in demand in the user industry across manufacturing infrastructure and so on. Taking that into consideration, considering large cap metal names that are a classic play on strong steel prices and are very much integrated and are least impacted by raw material price hacks will be a good option. Talking of IT names, we continue to like the platforms, don't we? The fact remains that these stocks have moved quite a bit over the course of last year, and the valuations today are more expensive than what they were a year back. But that does not hold us back, right? Since you cannot ignore the fact that the economy is opening up, there may be a strong recovery in a lot of other pockets of the economy beyond IT. The economy-oriented sectors across manufacturing, autos, infrastructure capital goods, and so on are a good bet as well. Next comes private sector banks, especially the larger ones, because they will continue to deliver very strong growth due to the massive consolidation that is happening in the banking sector, where some of the smaller banks are constrained of capital, and as a result larger banks are going to deliver superior growth and probably gain market share and valuation in that space. Talking of autos as a sector, there has been a strong demand resurgence across all segments of the auto sectors, be it tractors, be it passenger vehicles, be it commercial vehicles, and this demand is likely to sustain because there is a significant latent demand that exists in the economy. In commercial vehicle segments as a whole, the volumes have halved from their peak in financial year 2019. And from here on, the sector is poised for a 40 to 50% CAGR growth over the next 2 years or 3 years. On top of that, there's a possibility of smart recovery in trade volumes and transportation volumes, which should again aid the commercial vehicle volumes. Of late, you can consider some of the engineering capital goods names because there has been initial signs of revival in investment in the economy. And as the growth economy plays out, the investment cycle will probably accelerate and the engineering and capital goods companies should do well as well. In short, private sector large cap banks, auto and auto ancillaries, engineering capital goods stocks, etc. can be some of your choices. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you have any questions, definitely let us know in the comment section below. Also, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to ClearTax's YouTube channel for regular videos on finance. Stay tuned and take care.